Welcome back to Barber News, the world's greatest and best barber channel. I hope everyone feels a bit more relaxed now. We don't need to pretend we think clients' costumes are cool. And we can stop listening to clients tell us how their kid's costume is the greatest. Over time as a barber, these festive moments get boring fast. I remember my first few Halloweens as a barber. I thought it was so fun and cool to dress up in the barbershop. Now I just hope everyone tips me. I don't care what time of year it is. But when I was cutting hair, we didn't do appointments. It was always just walk-ins, so it was like Russian roulette. You had no idea how many clients would be waiting at your shop before you opened. And every time you would say, "I'm going on lunch," 5 people would walk in. It was like the shop was playing games with me. But the worst thing about having no appointments was if your work colleagues loved to party. Some weekends they would not show up for work and the pressure was on. I would be alone with 10 angry clients asking when is the other barber coming in, and I would have to make up some crazy lies. The worst bit is, I knew he was at home perfectly fine and healthy, he just partied too hard the night before. Barbering can be cruel, but as you get more experience, you can fight back. The oldest trick in the barbering book is slowing down when that crazy curly long-haired guy walked in. Man, I would be just about to finish a cut and then see some crazy client and I'd start pretending to fade out some lines for 20 minutes. Maybe one day I will write a book on tips to survive in the barbering world. I wanted to address something with you all. When I started out my barbering journalism career, I found out some really interesting things. At first it was a surprise, but then when explained, it made perfectly good sense. A lot of you. Know-it-all barbers seem to think when a brand is booming in business, let's say the fastest growing clipper brand in the world, TPOB, and when you don't see it in your barbering supply stores. This is not because a brand could get into the store. It means the brand did not give them an option. The brand would be doing so good, why would they need to sell to anyone else if they already have things in full motion by themselves? So remember, barber supply stores need the brands, not brands need the supply store. A lot of these know-it-all business guys seem to think they have it all figured out. If they did, they would be doing it themselves. Never take advice from someone if it's something they are not doing. But the fastest growing clipper brand in the world, now independently branching out in America. These options for wholesale will be available, and I think it's a great idea. Especially for the everyday barber who may not have time to order online and feel they like to go pick up a clipper at the store, well, now it's going to be available. And finally, TPOB can reach to that hard-working barber who needs to run out and quickly get a new tool because his old skama went on fire. It's giving every barber the best options possible, and I feel that's really important. Have you all seen Bloom's latest video with Obama? I mean, who rang him up and said, "Would you like to get a cut from Vic?" What is Vic planning? Is he trying to start his own show like Ellen? I mean, what's his plan? Is he just doing all this for bragging rights? Where is he making money from this? If anything, he would be paying these celebrities to come listen to him give advice about nothing. I need to try one of his life advice videos. Okay, let me try it. Okay, change the lighting a little, and some inspiration music, and action! If you follow your mind will follow you. Don't let others get in the way. It will only stop the way that chooses you. Without free mind is free movement. Keep your dreams big and allow yourself to grow. Together we can take over anything. With love comes trust, and trust comes love. Should I now start giving inspirational advice to celebrities? Let me know in the comments. Check out this next clip, only using TPOB products, the fastest growing clipper brand in the world. Find all these products on the pissedoffbarber.com. It's getting so hard lately to actually know who's legit and who's full of crap. I had a well-known barber message me and say he loves using TPOB, and he wanted to be an ambassador. I then later found out he just wasn't what the brand were looking for. And then he went on to badmouth the company. I mean, some people are like babies. If you think you have the skills to promote the fastest growing clipper brand in the world, make sure to shoot a message on Instagram and drop a comment to let me know you have what it takes. without sounding like Vic. Always push yourself in barbering. There are a lot of good opportunities available. You just have to find one that suits you. Moving on, I have a caller online who wants to talk about clipper brands and how they can act when given power. Caller, you're live.
Hey Toad, what's going on? I am delighted to finally be on Barber News.
So it doesn't have a name for you on my screen. Why is that? And you said you worked for all the big companies.
Alright, you won't believe this, but I'm the guy behind all the best clippers out there. Seriously. Wal, Andis, Babyliss, I designed them all. The Magic Clip, my idea. The Wall Senior. Yeah, that was all me. But listen, I did it all in secret. Why? Didn't need the fame, didn't want the money. I'm already rolling in cash from, well, I can't really tell you where that cash came from. Let's just say I'm well invested. So anyway, I'm pretty much a legend in the barber scene. I've met all the top celebrity barbers. You know, the ones you follow on Instagram. They all know me. Heck, some even ask me out. Can't blame 'em really, I'm just too good looking. But I had to say no. Gotta keep myself available in case, Hollywood calls. Now here's where it gets good. I'm about to drop my own clipper line. Got this killer deal with a factory called MRD. Yeah, it's the same place that makes Stylecraft. They've agreed to sell me clippers on the cheap. Only there's this tiny little issue. They sometimes explode. Like, not always, but, every now and then. But hey, if you're not willing to risk a little face singe, are you even serious about cutting hair? I'm telling you, these clippers are going to make waves. Or possibly small fires.
Something tells me you can barely cut hair. I would believe that when I see it, buddy. We get a lot of time wasters in the barbering world. I've had clients who I cut for a long time who gained my trust, and I would later find out that client was not who he claimed to be ever. One time I lent a regular client some money, and I never heard from him again. But even with barbers, why is it most barbers either love drugs or alcohol, and if it's not that, they have a huge gambling problem? It's nearly impossible to find a genuine normal barber. I guess that's what makes the online barbering world so interesting. We have so many characters, good and bad. A lot will get bitter and see other barbers make a lot of money and grow from this and get more clients and learn from their mistakes. And then you have ones like Stinky Phil who stay bad and just set up Discord groups and make up crazy lies for no reason. The world will pass them people by fast. I just hope they find a way out before it's too late. We just need barbers to cut hair. Not try and make people feel guilty for cutting hair and doubting their skills, because a Discord group full of bad barbers need to be a part of something and try and make others feel bad to gain satisfaction. It's truly sad. It's now the weekend, and I hope your books are full and you make a lot of tips. But for me, it's time to say goodnight. If you liked today's episode of Barber News, please hit the like and comment and subscribe. I'm out. Peace!